Sometimes dominance doesn't quiet the storm. Sometimes it feeds it, because 24 hours after a clear victory, after 17,000 people packed the arena, after the belt stayed where they belong, Claressa Shields was still fighting. Not with gloves, with words.
Man, I really hate to say it, but she just being a sore loser.
Who is?
My opponent, sore loser.
Oh, you just read something? What happened?
No, she keep going live. She keep making tweets. She keeps saying stuff. And it's like, that's not stuff that's not true. But it's like, you know what? You showed up. You fought. You competed. You lost. You lost 90 to 100. You gave your best efforts.
Yeah.
And that's it. Like,
it was an
what?
obvious loss, too. It wasn't like something to be questionable about, or even like
I know.
worth rematch-wise. I wouldn't even think that.
Rematch,
but I
girl,
felt like
nah.
it was very classy. Like, it was very classy at the end. I thought y'all made up. I was like, oh, okay, like, that's how it should be. But then I don't...
You know what? But that's when it's been this whole lead up. It's like, when we're face to face,
Yeah.
it's this. Then when we're not face to face, it's something else. So it's been like that the whole time. The whole time, like, nothing has switched up. And that's the only thing I'm like, you know what? This is like, I've been dealing with it for like 3 weeks now. You know, we did a couple press conferences, a couple face-offs, and it was like, when we face to face, nothing.
Yeah.
But when we go on the internet, she go on the internet, oh yeah, she is like, oh, you know the stuff that she said, she wishing death on people.
Oh, I didn't...
Yeah, she deleted her little post that she made, but people got on where she was wishing death on folks. Talking about she wish people to die, just all type of stuff. So she's just gonna keep doing it. And hey, I get it. You know, her fighting against me is probably like the biggest clout that she gonna get.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, hey, live in your 15 minutes of a fame or glory, but I'm gonna continue to press forward. And after my vacation, I'm gonna be looking at who my next opponent is, because I plan on fighting 3 times this year.
What's good, Shaderi family? If you're new here, this is where we don't just react. We analyze power, ego, psychology, and the moments that reveal more than the fight itself. And today, we need to ask something uncomfortable. Claressa won, so why does it still sound like she's angry? Let's break this down. She calls her opponent a sore loser. She says it was obvious. She says 90 to 100. She says no rematch talk. She says it was clear. And on paper, she's right. It wasn't controversial. It wasn't a split decision. It wasn't razor thin. But then something shifts. The tone sharpens. They, my daughters. That's not just trash talk. That's hierarchy language. That's someone placing the entire division beneath them. That's dynasty talk. And dynasty talk hits different.
No, I was definitely throwing things. You know, I'm not gonna lie. When I was out the ring, I didn't think about nothing that Franchon had said before the fight. I didn't think about nothing she said. Like, I wasn't even paying attention to some of that stuff. She making posts and tagging folks and supposed to be flying folks out. I didn't pay attention to none of that stuff. I was so focused on the fight, focused on making sure that I'm peaking at the right time, making sure that I'm getting everything together. Like, I am like, make sure I got my hair, my makeup, and everything on point. Listen, I was worried about only the fight and not, you know, letting her cause an upset in one of the biggest moments of my life where I do my first fight in my $8 million deal. Like, I was focused on that. So I don't even fight with anger or what somebody said. I know she was deaf on me. The girl, oh man.
Because confidence says, I'm the best. Hierarchy says, you're beneath me. Then it escalates. Watch your mouth. Repeat it. Aggressive, directed, personal. Now pause. This wasn't said during fight week tension. This wasn't said in a heated face-off. This was after she won. That's where it gets interesting, because psychologically, when a fighter keeps swinging verbally after victory, it usually means one of three things. They felt personally disrespected, they feel their legacy is still questioned, or they are trying to eliminate narrative completely. She mentions steroids accusations, she mentions IV rumors, she mentions drug testing complaints. That's serious, even if unproven, even if dismissed. Accusations like that plant seeds, and for someone obsessed with legacy like Claressa clearly is, seeds matter.
The way that she's diminishing my character, or she's trying to paint me out to be a bad person, she was the only one on all that rah-rah stuff after the weigh-in. She did stuff that was crazy. And her manager, Peter, knows she did stuff that was crazy. She said stuff that was crazy. She said stuff that was crazy. And I ain't even mad at her. Like, I was a true professional at the end. I'm letting her know, like, no matter what, I love you. I got so much respect for you. You know what I'm saying? I went in my training camp and worked hard to make sure that I can perform and we can put on a good fight. And then, of course, I want to dominate. I don't want to have no close decision with you. And I damn sure ain't trying to let you catch me with no good shots. And, nah, she was definitely scared. She did a whole bunch of stuff. This girl done freaking hitting up our drug testing people, accusing me of steroids, accusing me of IVs and everything. I'm still not even, you know what I'm saying? She only got pushed for one thing. When she came in my face and she first her brim of her hat hit me, and then she put her forehead on mine. But like I said, after the fight, I'm like, let bygones be bygones and let's just move forward. But it's like her getting paid, her money wasn't enough, her getting all this, people giving her props, finding out about her, don't matter. Honestly, I think that she thought that she was going to perform better. But no, I tapped that ass 90 to 100 like everybody else. You're no different. You're no different than them. All these girls is the same to me. They all my daughters. They all my daughters. Real shit. They all my daughters. I'm gonna whoop every last one of their ass. And that's real talk. They my babies. I'm gonna beat y'all ass. Yep. And I'm gonna hug y'all after. And give y'all that real love and that real big sister love and tell you why I beat your ass like that. Yeah. And let you know. Don't break the rules again, because I tap that ass again. Yeah, I dominated in front of 18,000 up in Detroit. I tapped that ass. Yeah. Yeah, I beat that face up. What she was saying to me? Oh, I want to fight the last all 10, unless you want to go less and, beat the little mama up, all that stuff she was talking, man. Like I told her, I had all the smoke in the world for her ass. Even before she got the popping it online and making up lies. I was going to beat her ass the same way had she not made a post or not. That's what's crazy about it. I was going to beat her ass like that either way.
Then she brings up wishing death, says her opponent deleted posts. That's heavy. If true, that's personal. If exaggerated, that's escalation. Either way, that moves it beyond sport. But here's the real shift. She body shames back, mentions six-pack, tells her opponent to lift her shirt, calls her big repeatedly, mocks size. Now here's the dilemma. Heavyweight is literally about size, so when the smaller champion dominates the bigger opponent, that's impressive. But when it turns into mockery after, that's where public perception splits. Some fans will say, that's champion talk, that's dominance energy, that's why she's great. Others will say, that's unnecessary, you already won, why go there? And that split, that's engagement. But it's also brand risk, because the higher you climb, the less room you have for uncontrolled moments.
I worked my ass off this camp, and I got up in better shape. Had my guns locked and loaded, letting them motherfucking shots fire off my arms like missiles. Pew, 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 pew. The fuck? Yeah. What? Form was stellar. Speed was impeccable. Jab was on point. Body shots hurt. Like, what? Yeah, and I'm gonna back a big bitch up off me every time. Get your big ass up off me. Get up off me right now. You ain't finna beat my head in. What I look like, man? No. 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 Running up on me. Yeah. I got all the smoke for you, dude. And you still out here. That's why, like, I just told myself, it ain't even... I'm already past the whole thing of, trying to be friends with these girls after I fight them. I show hella sportsmanship, and I apologize for pushing her. That was it. But everything else that her team did and caused, she needs to just hold them accountable and stop making it seem like it's such a, oh, we did this. I ain't got no violent team, girl. Like, we had security, and that's why I was punching her all up in her lips and her mouth. Watch your mouth when you speak on me and my man. Watch your mouth. That's why I punched her all in her mouth. Watch your mouth.
Now let's zoom out. Claressa has been fighting for respect her entire career. Not just opponents, respect. Respect for women's boxing, respect for her weight class, respect for her numbers, respect for her gates, respect for her $8 million deal. So when she says, they my daughters, that's not just ego, that's exhaustion. That's someone tired of being challenged verbally by people she beats physically. But here's the danger. When you publicly frame everyone as beneath you, you isolate yourself. And isolation in boxing can be dangerous because rivalries sell.
Yeah, bitch, came with a six-pack on your ass. Came with a six-pack on your ass. Try again. Try again. Try again. Now lift your shirt up and let's see what you got. Try again. What? Watch your motherfucking mouth. Watch your mouth. Talking all that shit. Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. For real. Watch your mouth.
But dismissals kill intrigue. If everyone is your daughter, where's the threat? And boxing needs threat. Now let's talk about the repetition. She repeats, watch your mouth, over and over. That's not random. That's emotional residue. Something said hit her deeper than she admits. And when someone repeats a phrase like that, it usually means it triggered something personal. Was it pop mentions? Was it steroid talk? Was it pre-fight disrespect? Whatever it was, it stayed with her, even though she says she wasn't thinking about it during the fight. That's interesting too, because sometimes fighters compartmentalize during competition and unload after.
Another one. Watch your fucking mouth. And watch your mouth right now, too. Watch your mouth. I'm not playing around. I'm not playing around. Watch your mouth. I look damn good out there. I look damn good in that ring. Boosie, man, turn me up. Boosie Badass, turn me all the way up. Quit playing with me. Talking all that rah-rah. Gone.
Now here's the bigger question. Is this confidence or insecurity disguised as dominance? Because true dominance sometimes doesn't need explanation. True dominance sometimes smiles and moves on. But Claressa didn't move on. She doubled down. She tripled down. She made sure the narrative was, I dominated, I embarrassed, I controlled, I'm superior. Why reinforce what was already visible? That's the question. Now let's talk about legacy optics. When Floyd dominated, he antagonized, but strategically. When Ali dominated, he talked before and after, but it was theatrical. Claressa's tone here? It's raw, it's emotional, it's less calculated, and raw emotion can build authenticity or damage perception. Now let's be real, some fans love this. They love unapologetic energy. They love a champion who talks wild and backs it up. But sponsors, broadcasters, casual audiences, they evaluate differently. Calling the division your daughters might hype hardcore fans, but it can alienate neutral viewers. And Claressa is at a point in her career where she's not just fighting for belts, she's fighting for crossover, for historic status. Now here's another layer. She says she tried to be friends before, tried to show sportsmanship, but now she's past that. That's a turning point statement. That's someone saying, I'm done trying to be liked. And that shift can redefine a career. Some champions become more dangerous when they stop caring about being liked. Others lose relatability. Which direction is this? We don't know yet, but we're watching it form in real time. Now think about the timeline. Heated weigh-in, physical shove, full brawl, hard fight, stitch, dominant scorecards, victory speech. Then this. The energy never cooled. She stayed in combat mode, and staying in combat mode too long can blur lines between competitive fire and personal hostility. So here's the provocative question. Did Claressa go too far? Or is this exactly what a self-declared GWOT sounds like? Because make no mistake, when she says, they my daughters, she's planting dynasty language. That's someone thinking about history books. But history books don't just record wins. They record tone. They record era arcs. They record character arcs. And this might be the moment where her arc shifts from respected champion to polarizing queen. And polarizing sells, but it also divides. So now I ask you, Shaderi family, was this necessary dominance or unnecessary escalation? Does a champion get to talk like this after backing it up, or does greatness require restraint? Drop your thoughts below, because this one will split the room. Like, subscribe, share if you rock with real breakdowns, because here on Shaderi, we don't just celebrate wins, we examine what they create. This is Shaderi, and sometimes the loudest words come after the last punch.